but early in the morning. But if they can solve it, because they are masters in physics and chemistries and this, so they can solve it, then who knows? Maybe at every airport you will find date juice and it will be available 24 hours, 365 days. Similarly, I'm being told, and I have tasted myself at it work, that dengue, actually one of the fantastic medicine is papaya leaf. And if that can be tested and done, then it can, I'm sure medical industry will not be happy, but it can solve people's problem. And this sort of things will be fantastic. And so thank you for sharing, and I'm sure it will come to you. See, what Professor Mitra today started with defining, clearly defining to all of us the role of social entrepreneurship, social lab, and other things, the words, what do they mean? And one thing is absolutely clear, solving a problem. And then citizens entrepreneurship, that is taking citizens. Experiment is another very common thing, because unless you experiment, where will be innovation from? You can't stop experiment that we will only celebrate success. That cannot happen. So this entire thing, when the science part was missing in the whole discussion today, and I think that's a great addition. I'm sure few friends will be extremely interested to speak to them, get in touch with them. And there will be very good opportunities, especially in an environment where there is AIIMS, where there is the Genomics Institute. We were just chatting in the lunchtime, and I was being told that during COVID time, the two places where it happened, one was Pune, another NIBMG Pune, another is NIV in Pune, and one in Kolkata. I mean, this is fantastic. So, with this background and today's whole thing, I will now request Professor Mitra to say something, including your take on the last part of edition. So, how do you find this?
Thank you, Amitabh. Before I try to encapsulate everything and relate that to the very interesting points that Professor Bennett Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Before I try to encapsulate everything that you want me to do, I just want to ask a slightly light-hearted question to Professor Bennett. So you mentioned that the ICER has been created and developed in the grounds of the Aryabhata Milk Dairy. So is it the case that the advancement of science has led to the demise of the milk industry, decline of the milk industry, or consumption of milk?
No, I'm sure that no.
Where is all the milk gone?
This is a very interesting question. So I can tell you that we started off in Transit Campus in Aryabhata. So everything was part of BCKV and Aryabhata Farm. So that was our Transit Campus. We took one of their buildings, several of their buildings, and completely renovated it. And they used to look like ghost haunted houses, okay? And then we came and demolished and made many high-tech labs and all. And during that time, so there was this Aryabhata ice cream factory which was behind us. And it was brilliant. I mean, I'm sure none of you have eaten that because